Let's take a look at this. Is an amazing example. Like I said, sometimes you get surprised. We're always helping people build out this sort of thing, but rarely do people have it together, or do they put their thoughts together? And does it all come together like this example? So I'm excited to show you. And, it's something that we can model if we're working with you to create an onboarding process. It's something that you can definitely use for some inspiration and some immediate structure centered around what it should be made of, So let me just show you an example of this amazing onboarding real world process that another team has come up with, and you can model using the branded agent system. So you're looking at my screen here, and right here, the onboarding session 1 is where I'm going to start. So this is where that team started. This start here is just something else. This happens to be an administrator account. So you're seeing a bunch of other stuff. This is, if you watched a previous video, about the onboarding process and how we can take care of that formal process, whether it's paperwork they got to fill out, sites that they have to visit, anything that's kind of part of the formal process that's not your way of doing things, right? So what we're about to look at with the client example that I'm going to show you, there's the formal onboarding process where obviously you have to fill out information and do some of the formalities that are needed to transfer your license or whatever the case might be. And then there's the onboarding, or you might want to call it enrollment process, where you learn about your way of doing things. So the recommended best practices, the technology that you use, how you distribute leads, if that's a factor, what the meeting rhythms look like, links and resources specific that you recommend, right? So that's kind of your way. So this is an example how with this particular brokerage, EXP, we've cloned the steps in their formal onboarding process. And then clients are going beyond that, creating their own onboarding. And so that's what we're going to talk about today, and where this client really shines. So let's just walk through it. Session 1, when one of their users was to sign up, assuming that they'd gone through that formal application and onboarding process, they would then start with session 1, which starts with a message that basically lets them know what to expect. So it's an ever-changing resource. It grows as the team evolves, that users are part of the system and suggestions are encouraged and always welcomed. And here's who to contact if you need anything, right? All of that. Then they recorded a welcome video that welcomes everybody to the university and explains how to use it. Next are some instructions on who to contact if they need any help. Here's all the information when it comes to their brick and mortar specifics, like the hours, the Wi-Fi code, workspace, coffee bar rules, right? All of that kind of stuff. Cool. Next is click here to meet the rest of the Hiller Group team. I'd come over here and I could meet the rest of the team. Here, as we go through, is a roster with all of the members that we can reference and get access to. As we continue through this session 1 welcome, it explains everything that they offer. Next, what they expect in exchange for everything that they're offering. Some tips on writing your bio, and they've actually included the requirement here where I have to type it in. And, for now, I'll just put this, but you can see the benefit in here. It actually gets done. Then they give us some education in the language of appreciation, the 5 love languages. We've got all this information here. Great, right? So this gives you framework to think about what you could put in. Here's a spot to just get basic information. Love it. Love it. Fantastic use here. And here's the lead surrender policy, explains essentially on how they're going to distribute the leads. Here I have to check yes, I have to check no, whatever that might be. Time blocking. So here I'm going to learn a little bit about time blocking and how important that is. We've got all that information here, helping them get their calendar set up for success, including the recommended links and a video. Next is helping them get all their contacts into the CRM and some instructions on how to do that. And it looks like these are all the fields from their CRM, which happens to be Sierra. And here's a link for more instructions on how to import leads. So get their sphere of influence in the database. Next, a list of important sites to join specific to them in their market. Full list of sites available here. Here's a link for EXP links and resources also. Let's see what that is. So if I click that, it takes me nice to this PDF PDF with a bunch of links. And if I click here, got access to that document. Next, here's social media policy. I mean, this is thinking about every step that your team members have as part of their business, right? And giving them some advice and some guidelines to work within. So this kind of explains everything to be aware of there, the do's and the don'ts. So they have that. Let's see, next, it's going to populate here, this quiz, the language of appreciation quiz. And we're asking here, how many A's did I have, B's, C's, D's? So they'll be able to answer check that and see if I'm correct. We can actually create a quiz. I don't know if we're doing that with them. The team might be working on that, but we can actually turn that into a quiz so we wouldn't have to do it that way. So I've completed session 1 of the welcome. Now I can go to session 2. Now we're talking about their CRM. So it starts off with here, sign in over into the CRM and everything that's required to do that. Next step is an explanation on kind of the basics of the CRM, how to send messages, send emails, the leads, the dashboards, all of that. The tags that we use, great. Tags that we use, the lead tags, so buyers and lead tags. Don't forget about the mobile app, be sure and get that. And then email and let her know that you've completed this portion of the training, right? So checking in, making sure that we're engaging with them along the way. Nobody's saying yes to something they haven't done. This is where I'm saying they nailed it. So, I'm going to go through these first 3. I think you guys understand. We'll quickly look at what they did, on some of these other modules just from a title standpoint, and then be sure and schedule a call if you're interested in helping or working with us to help build an onboarding process like this. We can use it as a model. We got some other great examples, or we can just work with you to customize it however you think is the best way. You might have different things that are part of your process that's not part of theirs. All right, so here in session 3, marketing. So we had welcome, then we had Sierra, which was their CRM. Now we're on to marketing, so that's blank. I'm not sure if we're still working on that, but here's information to get the logo. Here's who to contact in regards to marketing. Team members should wear a black shirt, blue jeans, whatever, for their headshots. Got it. That's good. So they're guiding people along, including on what to wear and stuff for their headshots, so that everything's consistent for, wherever they're positioning it on landing pages and stuff. If everybody has that same guideline, probably looks very, there's continuity. All right, so what's this? Having unique selling propositions is important. So this is talking about their unique selling proposition, the Love It or Leave It program. Get customers with a great business profile, learn a little bit more about here. You can post photos and offers to your profile. So let's see what happens when I click here. Stand out with your business profile. Nice. So we help them get their business profile set up there. Follow us and tag us, right, on all of your posts. Make sure that your Google profile has been updated. Here's what you would want to show and all the details. Looks like to go along with that. Here's to create your realtor.com profile. So this is walking them through, right, getting their profiles set up in all the places that your audience, buyers and sellers, might be, right? And so they'll show up hopefully. All right, so next, change your job title to sales partner. Nice. So you take for granted some people would know what to do there, but it helps to just say here, change it to this. Newsletter. We send out a monthly newsletter. We'll have a premiere spot with your photo. Welcome to the team. So now I'm at the end of 3. Postcards must be something we're working on. Direct mail, your email signature will automatically change when changes are made. Marketing director's end. All right. So a little bit about, it looks like some digital marketing, and then some links here for Facebook groups that they should join, where they should follow us on Instagram, follow us on LinkedIn. And then we have a test that says, what's Mark's favorite dessert? And I don't know. I'm gonna go with pineapple upside down cake. I don't even know. I'm incorrect. All right, so maybe somebody watching knows. Not passed. Click to try again. Well, let's see if we can get it. We'll go with ice cream. Boom, boom. Look at all these points I got. So imagine your users could be taken through an onboarding process. You can swap out, KV Core or Follow Up Boss, or Real Geeks or Top Producer or whatever your CRM is. You can imagine how you could swap it out for, for what they're using in that place. And you can just kind of use that as a structure. We're happy to share that with you if we're working with you, and if we're creating your own, we can help you do it. But they did an amazing job. So hats off to them, and schedule a call if it's something that you're interested in doing also.